Welcome back to Red Dead Redemption 2 with me, MrSealyp. So, I'm sitting around the campfire. I'm in the northwest of the map and I've just completed the 4th Gunslinger in the Gunslinger side mission, I guess it is. Fernandez, what was his name? Or was it Fernando? Anyway, took out his gang of outlaws, killed him, and I'm on my way back. And then night fell. So I thought I'd start a fire, rest, craft some various different things. I can do some split cartridges. Now this I'm narrating over the top because when I did this I didn't intend to record it because I didn't know what was going to happen. And then when I did it, I thought, right, hit the record button and I'll do a video. I hear tell that up here in the northwest, in this region, near Lake Isabella, you can find the Arabian horses. They're not always there, and if they are there, they're hard to find, they're hard to catch. But I thought, you know what? I'll give it a go. So that's the plan. I'm going to sleep for the night. In the morning, I'm going to head off. And round the sides of... I want to get that right. Isabella... I think it's Lake Isabella. Either way. I managed to work out as well how to put cold weather clothing onto my horse. Thank you for the couple of people that commented. I had already fiddled around with the menu and worked it out. So what I'm going to do now is break down the camp, get on my horse, and I have set a route on my HUD down to the side of the lake. So I'll just follow that and we'll see how we get on. I'm going to probably jump cut rather than a time lapse because I think it's quite a way I've got to go from where I am now down to the lake. So I'll do that in a second, get on my trusty steed Viking and we'll head off. So when I was recording this, or when I was playing this, I really wasn't sure how this was going to go. Really wasn't sure. I've tried breaking horses, or not even breaking horses, I've tried catching horses in other areas of the map and just cannot do it. I've really struggled. So I'm here, I'm at the valley, at the side of the lake. What I'm going to do, I think, is get out the binoculars and have a look, because I kept seeing... I keep switching between doing it now and narrating over the top regardless. I wasn't sure. I think they come in 3 flavours. When I say 3 flavours, I mean 3 different colours. And I don't know if it's going to be here, if there's one, if they come in groups, if I really don't know. So all I'm doing really is looking for any flashes of movement, anything whatsoever. And when you move the binoculars over, it will say what it is. So that was an elk. I just wasn't sure because at a distance it was hard to tell. So it's a case of plodding through the snow. I thought I'd go up. The valley kind of goes off to the right from where I am, up that way, and then to the left back towards the lake. And every now and again I keep spotting things. I don't know if it's a tree stump, I don't know if it's an animal, but I just wanted to keep my eye out, you know, and eye out and options open. I'm loving the dynamics of this game. How just with the deep snow and all of it. The game is fantastic. If you're not already playing it, no, that wasn't. If you're not already playing it, I would urge you. It's not cheap, and that's the problem, isn't it? With all these games now, and with so many good games coming out, to be able to afford to buy all the games you want to play, it gets expensive. I absolutely get it. You know, it's no different if you're a kid. I know that sounds, you know, derogatory. I don't mean it in derogatory, but you might have to wait for birthdays, Christmas, you know, whatever it is, unless your parents will just happily buy you the game. But it's the same for adults. You know, in all honesty, you know, wife, family, job. You know, you might not have a wife, you might not have a family, but you still got bills to pay, and to fork out, you know, I don't know, 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds, whatever it is in dollars and euros, wherever else you are. What was that? Yeah, that was I think another stag or elk or something like that. It's a lot of money, so I get it. You know, it's all well and good, YouTubers and people saying, yeah, get it. So I thought I'd come up. This cabin was here. You never know. Sometimes you find a chest or you find something worth having. So I thought I'd have a quick look. Unfortunately, there was nothing to be had. That's just one of those things. Can't do a lot about that. So now I'm looking back down the valley. I don't think I can go much further from where I am the other way. So I thought I'll get out the binoculars, have a quick look. You never know what you might see. Now I don't know what the three colours are of these Arabian horses. To be fair, what was that down there? See, I can't tell if it's a tree. That definitely looks like it's not an elk. Well, it's definitely not a horse though. I keep forgetting with the binoculars that you can zoom in and out. I must remember. Now again, things like carts and, you know, anything really. This is one of those things that you can't really ignore anything. And if you're just bimbling around quite happily around the map, and I'm spending a lot of my time just riding around. A couple of my daughters were watching me play this yesterday, and they were saying about playing gun. They loved playing gun. When I had that on PS2, and both of them said we just used to love riding the horse around because they were much younger then. They were little kids when that came out. And they said if they played on this, they would just spend their time riding around all the time. And I said, well, to be fair, I'm spending a lot of time doing the same, just really enjoying it. But you can find things anywhere, that, you know, in tree trunks, in hollows, in, you know, the most unusual places that you wouldn't expect. So anyway, that being said, on with this search. Trust me, I do get there. So, you know, don't just drop off this now and think, oh, it's boring. I do get there. Honestly, I wanted to show the kind of build up to getting there, and you know, I do find one. The thumbnail shows it, and I saw that out on the ice, and whatever it was kept falling over, and it's big. My first thought was it's a horse, but I don't think it is, or I didn't think it was. Sorry. So when I check, turns out it's a moose slipping on the ice. And again, that's one of those little things that they don't need to put it in, but it was on the ice and it couldn't stand up and it kept slipping until it found its footing and got up. Now it's not long after this that it comes up there, and typically for me it would be a white one, wouldn't it? Of the three colours you can get, it's a white one, which you can barely see against the snow, but it's there. So the thing now is to get to it without startling it, which is what I've done every time I've tried to kind of wrangle a horse, or, you know, what is it? Slow is smooth, smooth is fast. That's what you got to go with. Don't rush in. Don't charge along. My worry now was that I was going to lose sight of it and I wasn't sure where it was going to go, which was a bit of a panic. And I didn't know how many shots I'd get at this. That if I didn't get it, would I be able to chase after it? Well, you know, I wasn't sure what was going to happen at this point. So I really wanted to make sure I just really took my time. If I have to crouch, whatever I have to do. And I wasn't sure where it had gone at this point. So again, I thought I'd have a quick look. And you can just about see it. There. Now it's on the ice. So now it's a case of approaching it cautiously, carefully. When I get a little bit closer, I'm going to crouch. Just because, you know, the same as if you're hunting and you do that to approach an animal, you don't startle it, lower visibility, lower profile. There we go. I thought I would do that just because I don't want to startle it early. Now, when you get close enough, as far as I recall, again, I was thinking of the controls at this point. You press L2, I think it's L2, comes up with like a little horse menu once you're close enough, and that's when you can click on calm, which will come up in a minute. So the whole time I'm trying to keep my eye on it. I don't want to spook it. I don't want it to rush off. but I'm not sure how close you need to get before you can get that menu to come up. So the whole time I'm doing this, I'm kind of clicking L3 as well to see when that menu comes up, because I don't want to miss an opportunity. And you know, I certainly don't want to draw my weapon by mistake. I certainly don't want to pull the trigger and startle everything. So now it's come up, but I don't think I was right. So now I can calm it. So you've got that little bar there, and you click it and it calms the horse. But when that bar goes up, like it did then into the red, if it stays in the red too long, as far as I'm aware, the horse is startled and it runs. So every time that bar starts to move, or you get the little symbol come up to calm the horse, I just kept trying to calm it. As you can see, the first couple of times it went up into the red, I just didn't quite catch it quick enough. I was so busy watching the horse, I wasn't watching the menu at the bottom. So I'm just trying to, every time I move a little bit further forward, if the calm thing comes up in the bottom right hand corner, I was clicking it. I think it's square. Just try and keep calm, trying to keep calm and move up as close as I can. When I got a little bit closer, I wanted to stand up because obviously I can't get on the horse or do anything close to it kneeling down. So now I'm closer and I'm calmer. I'm trying to calm it down as much as I can and try not to startle it. The problem I've got at this point is it's up on those rocks. And when it comes up on the menu, it says calm. And when you get a little bit closer, it comes up pat. I was hoping I could pat the horse as well as calm it before I do anything with it. But that stayed dull. It didn't highlight. I think because the horse wasn't on the flat, I couldn't get to a position where it kind of worked, you know, if that makes any sense. Yes, it says pat, but it won't. It stays dull. Now it says mount horse. This is the point. I haven't ever got this close with any of the others. Any of the other horses I've tried to get, they've just bolted. And whether I was getting the controls wrong or I was panicking, or I don't really know. But the pat thing won't come up. So at some point, I've just got to make the decision. Just get on the horse.
Don't worry.
And that's when the fun starts. So as you can see, the time I'm waiting, this is me in that dilemma moment of do I just get on the horse or not? So in the end I think, you know what, let's get on it. And it comes up, you hold the left stick in the opposite direction of the horse's movements. I'll be honest with you, this was just me frantically waggling my left joystick. I wasn't doing it in opposite directions. I wasn't really keeping up with it. I was just panicking at this moment. Doesn't take very long as long as you can stay on it, and then it says you've successfully broken the horse, but you still need to continue to bond with it. Then I panicked because it dropped into the water, and I thought after doing all that, if this horse dies, I'm going to be just, you know, distraught. But that's the horse broken. It's done. It's your horse. It does say it still has wild tendencies, and you've got to bond with it. Now my other horse, Viking, I'm up to, I think, the 4th level. I'm there fully bonded with that horse, and the horse is brilliant. These horses have, I think I'm pretty sure the Arabian's the best horse you can get. Fast acceleration, high speed. They're elite on what's the profile thing? I didn't put the profile up while I was filming this. It didn't dawn on me to do it. So what I thought I would do was whistle to the horse, my other horse, Viking, get my other horse to follow me, which it's doing now, and head back down the mountain. That was just my plan now, is to get back, get to a stables. Now I know I can change the saddle at any point, but what I wanted to try and do was try and bond with it on the way back down. So I've moved into legendary animal territory. I'm not stopping to do a hunt at this point, having just got this horse. I just wanted to make sure I bonded with it. But there we go, that's it. That was me finding one, that was me breaking one, and I now have an Arabian. And I've now bonded with it. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have, give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.